Hey guys, I'm Kristen and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making some DIYs with burlap. I have a ton of these larger rolls of burlap in giant burlap sheets, so I figured I might as well put some of them to good use. This first one, I just have this sign. I ended up putting a napkin on it and then I never did a video with it. It's just been sitting in my craft room for probably a couple years just like this. So I decided to just go ahead and paint over it. I didn't take the napkin off because we're just going to be putting burlap over the top anyways. Now this giant burlap is from Walmart, but I do have a bunch from yard sales. I also like to use the burlap table runners. So when you find a good yard sale that has a ton of wedding decor, you're bound to find a ton of burlap. Now I'm just using this decoupage. This is like Mod Podge from Dollar General, and that is what I'm going to be using to put all this burlap on top of all of my crafts. It seems to work good. I would prefer to use hot glue, but if you've ever used hot glue with burlap, you know it just seeps right through and it looks terrible. So definitely don't try that. I also just added it to the top just so it would hold a little bit better. And then once that was all dry and I had all of the edges down, I did grab this from Dollar Tree. Now this is one of their new decor pieces. I thought this one was really pretty and I just went ahead and added a ton of hot glue and added it right to the center of the sign. DIY, I'm using this large sign. This one was actually a wedding piece or wedding decor piece. Those are my favorites to use because I think they're just overly expensive. And I think it's just crazy that people spend that kind of money for just a few hours and a few pictures. But to each their own. I mean, you do you. Like, I got married in a courthouse and I am more than super happy with our decision. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and paint this white. And then, of course, once that's dry, I'm going to be adding the burlap sheet to this. I also had a chalkboard that I got from a thrift store for 75 cents that I will also be using. Now, I can only find the really tiny scissors here, so I don't normally cut with these scissors, but when you use whatever you have that is arm's reach, that is what you go ahead and use. So I just use the tiny scissors. It worked just fine. And then I'm just kind of measuring and figuring out what side I want to use, where the creases are in this, and just kind of try to figure it out. It does take time. I don't always share every little waking detail of when I craft because sometimes I just sit there and I'm like, okay, how I'm going to do this? I'll touch things a million times. I'll go back. So sometimes it might seem like, oh my gosh, like your crafts are so quick and easy. Trust me, they do sometimes take time. This burlap took some time because I had to keep going over it. I used the hair dryer to dry it. I had to add more. I just kept kind of messing up. So it does take time. I used a ton of this Mod Podge. It's definitely necessary. I had to go and get another one. So I had to leave doing crafts and go pick up more of this because I ran out. It's just how things work. So the chalkboard, I did just rip off that stand here, and then now I'm using these half wood beads. The glass jar that I put all these in, they are from Dollar General. Dollar General seems to have some really great organizing items. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see an organizing video. I always do a clean my craft room video every single year, sometimes 2 to 3 times a year, and it's just never what I want. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see what works, what doesn't work when I organize my craft room. Right now I'm using this silk screen stencil. This is from COUTURE. I've never used this one, so I was pretty excited to. It's a kitchen conversion chart with the temperatures, the cups, tablespoons, teaspoons. I thought this would look really good. I was trying to go for like a good farmhouse theme. It has been a minute since I have done just full out farmhouse video, which I still do love. And let me know in the comments if you guys are still into that. If you're not, or what kind of decor or style have you changed if you don't do farmhouse anymore? That was a lot of questioning, but I'm just kind of curious if you left the farmhouse, like what you chose to go with in your home for decor. I have to know. I would really like to know because I don't think I'll ever be able to get out of the farmhouse type lifestyle. It's also my outside style too. So, yeah, but anyways, I thought this looked really cute. I love the black half wood beads. Those are from Amazon. They came in a pack with white and I want to say gingham as well. Now I'm adding a ton of hot glue to this and adding it right to my sign with the burlap. Market sign is a couple years old. It is from Dollar General. It was $1. I decided I wanted to add something to the top. I don't know if I love this, but I kind of do love it. I don't know if I should have added like flowers or greenery to the top of this or a bow, but we're just going to add the market for now. And then I just wanted to cover up those little holes, so I used the white half wood beads. Is this a fall sign? This is from my Goodwill As Is store. This was $1.49 instead of $3.99. I'm gonna go ahead and sand it down first. I did not show myself sanding because it was freezing outside. It's been so cold here. We have so much more snow, and I just really wanted to hurry and sand and get back inside the house. So anyways, I use this Bosch sander. I've had it for years. I absolutely love it. It has different settings and speeds, and it's just one of my favorites. I'll link it down below. It's probably already linked. Using some black chalk paint to paint over this. I've said this time and time again, but Dollar General's black chalk paint is hands down the best, and it's $3.50. So I want to try to make some little fun flowers using burlap. Now this is obviously not the best tutorial, but I did just kind of make this about 7-8 inches long, and then I'm just folding up the bottom, and then I'm just going to roll it. So it kind of doesn't even look like a flower at this. This was me just playing around. I've seen people make burlap flowers before. I just didn't use a tutorial. I'm like, let's just see what this looks like. And one actually kind of looked like a rose. And I'm like, that's cute. I'm just going to make a couple more. And then I just started fluffing out the edges just a little bit and rolling them down. And it kind of looks like a rose. I thought I did a pretty good job with this. Pretty impressed. I'm sure there's some really great tutorials. But if you're looking for something quick that still looks like a flower kind of, this is definitely it. You can make them smaller too, or you can make them a little bit shorter so they look more, instead of like a rolled up ice cream, and that it looks actually like a flower. Anyways, using some lamb's ear, I'm going to glue it down to the corner. And then I'm going to add all of my flowers on top. I did make a smaller one just because I didn't want them all to be the same size. So you can honestly cut your burlap however you'd like. But overall, I think these turned out cute. I think you can 100% tell that they're flowers. Now, I kind of did this backwards because this is something I would normally do at the end of this craft. But I kind of just had more and more ideas. I wasn't sure where I was going with this until I kept finding things in my craft. I'm like, oh my gosh, that would look so cute. Oh, I need to add this. So it's kind of backwards. I normally would add this stencil first, and then I would start adding things around it, but instead I'm going to share the trouble I had getting it in the center, not getting it on top of the flowers, not ripping the burlap off, because obviously those burlap strings do tend to come off sometimes. Using a bright white chalk paste by COUTURE, I'm just adding this chicken to this with its little baby, and then we're going to go ahead and I thought it was too plain, so it needed more. And of course it needed more. We're making farmhouse decor, and you can never go wrong with burlap, with farm animals, with wood, anything. So I went ahead and used this wood wreath. I've had this wood beaded wreath since summer. I actually found a bunch of these at a yard sale, and they were just wound up in a bunch of 4 or 5 for $1. I'm like, that's a steal. I have to have all of them then. So I cut it down, and I just started gluing the beads around the frame, and that was it. This one, 25 cents for this tray at a yard sale. You can't pass it up. I love a good yard sale. I cannot wait till it's nice out and we have them again. I will definitely be taking advantage of them this year. Last year, I felt like I didn't want a lot of stuff, And now that it's winter, I want more stuff because it's too cold to go anywhere, and that's all I want to do is get some crafting done. Of course, we're using that Mod Podge or that decoupage. I'm adding some burlap to the center of the tray. Now, this didn't turn out exactly how I wanted. I wanted to kind of add some more, but then I kind of just stopped, and I'm like, okay, this looks good as is. Like, why am I going to try to keep adding more decor, especially when it's a tray, because you're just going to put decorations on top of the tray. You're not even going to see anything. Now, I added water to this because I was running low. This is before I went to the store and bought more. It doesn't work great. Like, I don't recommend just to add a bunch of water and do this. It worked as far as staying, but it was wet and messy forever. So I definitely don't recommend doing that. Just go buy more. Did smooth it down. I added a bunch more Mod Podge because it was coming off, and I used a rotary tool to trim this down. This was honestly a pain, so I didn't share that because I had this like sitting on my lap and it was like upside down. It was all over, but in the end, I think it looks cute. I really think it looks great adding a bunch of decorations to it. It's definitely exactly what definitely exactly what I wanted. Although it's not perfect, I do think it is really cute. These larger jars from Dollar Tree, I've had this one for a while. These are the ones with the silver lids. I grabbed these transfers off of the Amazon haul. If you have not been on there, check it out. The first time I bought so much stuff for just a couple dollars. I think these were $2 and some change. But then when you get on Amazon haul again, everything in price has gone up. Even like after a couple hours, it's gone up. I don't know. It was just kind of fun. So if you haven't just played around on Amazon haul and spent a little bit of money, just go look at it right now. It's fun. Trust me, it's fun. My mom and I sat on the couch together and did it, and it was a blast. So maybe find a friend, or find your mom, or find a parent, or find your children, or do it alone. Either way, it's fun all around. Okay, I'm adding this one. Fresh milk, farm fresh eggs. I understand that we're not having a chicken on here, but I thought it all looked cute and looked really good together. So once that was on there, I'm just going to peel it all back. Now, these are ones that are more like stickers than rub-on transfers, but they're always so cute, and I have to have any farmhouse one. Now for this, I just cut some burlap down and just shoved it right inside of this glass jar. And I thought this looked really pretty because when you look on the outside of it, the cow just kind of pops out and the burlap is still so pretty. I just added a bunch of lamb's ear. I got this for 10 cents after one of the seasons, the summer season, the fall season. It wasn't fall, I can't remember, at Dollar General. They were 10 cents a stem, and I grabbed every single lamb's ear piece I could possibly find. Also, I decided to add some lavender in, or did I not add lavender in? No, I did not. I skipped out on the lavender. But you guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed these burlap DIYs. If you liked them, give it a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, I would love you to stick around and subscribe. Till then, I will see you all in the next one. Bye!